sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Commodores will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field first. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Dogs in the hurry-up. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Gives him the big stiff arm. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun.
Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Wide open spaces. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Georgia going up tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ingram. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day. Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Vandy. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying play action. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option, here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them.
Dashing the knee on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
Right on the money. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The RPO, it's complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. It's caught. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running to the left. He got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big...
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Gets it out fast. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores! And that one will give them the lead.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to ULM. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And they're not on the same page there.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, first down. We've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Well, another broken tackle. And he just kept running it. And away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown doors. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another.
Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is high octane, Boyd. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to focus on yourself, keep executing, because you've been lighting up the scoreboard.
And defensively, heck, you might as well be aggressive. All you got to do is get one turnover, get the ball back to your offense, because your offense has been great all day long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Georgia going up tempo.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it again. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Dogs! They move on top here in the 4th. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Aurora. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Finds his man. It's Aurora. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the ground game.
In that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago.
There he goes. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Touchdown, Commodores! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a Way to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that, and every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.